Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night. Welcome everybody to TBM Tuesday. Thank you all for coming out. I know it's a pretty stiff competition lately. Seems like everybody likes Tuesday night and Thursday night. Well, no worries. Got a few of us going. I'll hang out here till you're back in, Icarus. No problems. Not in a hurry tonight. I think we got just about everything squared away where it should be. Oh, one thing I have learned, as long as we're on the subject of things being squared away, if you run into the issue where the flight plan breaks the VFR, talking to a couple other people on a couple other forums that have also been having the issue, if you take and choose a different starting point on the runway or on the airport, it will fix it for some strange reason. But that's the fix. Just choose us. If you log in and your VFR is broken, just dump out, load the sim back up. Go back to the home. Go back to the main menu, and when you bring it up, load the flight plan, then select a different starting point, a different runway, different end of the runway, whatever, and it will fix the issue. Because it was nice to know that it's not just me having that issue. There are several people it's happening to. We're going to chill out and wait for Icarus. Okay, well, we'll wait for Icarus. I'm going to tell you the story. I promised Bryce I would tell him on his story that I'd tell it tonight while we're waiting for Icarus. It came up this morning that on Bryce's stream I was watching, and we got talking, and it came up about outrunning the cops. Well, I was about 18 years old. Had a 78 Firebird formula. Had a 400, a big block. Car would fly. And it was after dark. I'm doing about 80, 85. I topped this little hill and the cops going the other way. I see him snap his lights on and the brakes come on. And as soon as I see his brakes and his lights come on, I floored, figuring I'm going to be on the opposite side of the hill. By the time he gets stopped and turn around, I'm going to be way the hell down the road. And I dove down the road, got across the bridge, up in the back roads, backwoods, pulled off the side of the road, shut the lights off, waited for about 30 minutes. Everything was calmed down. I came out a totally separate road, another town over, and went home. No big deal. I was all excited. Finally, I beat the cops, The next day, I'm coming home, and there's 3 state trooper cars in my driveway at my parents' house. I was like, oh shit. I'm in deep shit now. They caught me. Son of a bitch. I took off. Went right over to a friend of mine's house, threw the car in his garage, hung out there for several hours, and finally went home. And the cops were gone, and I walked in the door figuring they're gonna kill me. My parents are gonna freaking kill me. I get into the door, and Mom goes, oh, you should have been here earlier. There's all kind of cops here. I was like, oh, there was? She goes, yeah, this couple died in their house because their generator had been piped wrong, and it's backed up and filled the house with gas and killed them both. And they wanted your dad to go up and figure out why the generator was on. So they weren't after me at all, but it scared the living shit right out of me. I mean, I was freaking terrified. I thought for sure I'd been caught. But there you go, Bryce. You don't have to watch the entire stream. When you log in, you can listen to the first 10-15 minutes and hear my story about outrunning the cops. Yeah, no, I thought for sure I was done for. I was like, how the hell did they find it was me? This is the days before cameras, and there's no way you got a plate number. There's no way you even got what color car it was. At those speeds, because I'm sure he wasn't doing the speed limit when we topped that hill. I'm pretty sure we were both doing 80 plus going over the hill. Opposite directions. Oh well, that's my story. I didn't get in too much shit. Hey, Cthulhu Head, what's going on? It sounds like just whack it with a hammer and it's good solution. to the IFR and F. You know what? It works for now. Yeah, I did this one. Worked really well. I double checked it before. And so if you're on top of me, I think it's probably just going to be the two of us flying tonight because Mr. Brett is flying. Brett Plays is flying also tonight. So I'm setting for, I am on live time, I believe, but I'm looking at 15,000 feet to get above this weather, and I think the farther we get south, the more we get out of it. So I'm going to go ahead and gun it, get the brakes off. This thing will stop beeping at me. The best part is when it's raining and the separator yells at you. Well, and that's when you're supposed to use it. I think they got to fix that part of the sim. Gear up. Gear up. Flaps up. And I'm going to start this right away because I know there's a climb out on this. I'm going to start my autopilot right away so I don't miss it. Oh, not vertical speed, not vertical. There we go. 1,200 feet a minute. So I'd miss these hills right here. I know, the car, how the hell is the door ajar? You know? You can never quite figure that out. It's either a door or a jar. It can't be both, can it? There, we got the climb out. That's my nav going to pick it up. Hello, nav. I didn't turn the nav on. That would help. Help if I actually picked up the nav. I don't know, but that was fine. Icarus, I know he's hanging out here somewhere. I don't know. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. I better gain some altitude. Maybe I should have hand flew this up out of here. Oh man. So you, for real though, it's been messed up for years. Intermittent mechanics cannot find the problem. Only happens when the weather is over 65, gets hot. My Miata will cook you out of it in a hot day. The little tunnel where the exhaust is, they put like no insulation in there. It gets so freaking. I ripped the carpets out and put all this foil insulation, all these insulating blankets over the tunnel just so my legs don't burn when it's hot out. My aircraft all trimmed out here. So yesterday, my little live stream I had for the first flight on the 414, did I screw that up? I had probably a third of the entire stream with the Be Right Back screen on. I had no idea there was a flight yoke thing on it. Lockout. No, I just made a mess of that one. The first time I tried to do it, it crashed. So I redid it, and then that happened. But I'm happy I got that, now I forgot what the hell it's called. The mod manager program working, which is going to be great. 14, new one. What's that? Yeah, I got the 414. My son bought it for me yesterday. He happened to see me flying. It's funny. I logged into Fly, and even though he lives out in Arizona, I look and he's landing at Burlington. He's like, oh, we're doing shooting landings at Burlington with the 414. And he's like, come fly with me in it. He bought it for me, and then we flew around for a while, and I did my first flight video with it. You just have to skip the part where I'm in the little screen in the top left and it says be right back. But the plane's a dream. Holy crap. What, I'm just so nice to fly. But I have the mod manager, perfect timing. I got it all set up. I spent the majority of the day today either flying or messing with the mods manager so I can clean it all out with a click of a button to update tomorrow. Because at noon my time is the update, so hopefully it's all shaken out by 2 o'clock tomorrow for the Warbird Wednesday. And calling tomorrow Warbird Wednesday is a bit of a stretch, but we're taking the Dark Star, which is a warbird, a futuristic fantasy warbird, but it's a warbird, right? And we're going to go for they go from Osobo's home base to Microsoft's home base. And we're going to go ahead and do that one. And you get an achievement for flying that route. So it's only about an hour flight. This short one, maybe screw around afterwards. Yeah, I know, update. Hopefully it goes smooth tomorrow and it's done updating by 2 o'clock and I can actually use it. But with that mod manager, it's so nice. Just click one button, it dumps them all out. Dumps everything out. Click another button, puts them all back in. Or you can select which ones. It's really handy to have. I don't know why I farted around this long getting it in there. Yeah, it's supposed to drop 8 a.m. your time. 8 a.m. your time. Oh yeah, today I flew with Icarus. Flew the L-39 for the first time at Reno Air Races today. I only hit the ground twice. Yeah. It's fun though, now that you can fly with just people you know, you set up your own group to fly. So maybe we'll do that one night. Does the Osobo Microsoft Flight take you over the Arctic Circle? Yes, it does. Yeah, maybe one night we'll just have to screw around and do some Reno flying, but Reno's so hard without VR, man. It's really, I don't know how the hell you do it. I really have no idea how you do it without VR, because I'm looking up and out the top of the cockpit most of the time, or down to the left to see how close I am to the ground. There's so much rudder input to keep that plane sideways. It doesn't knife edge where the damn the nose keeps wanting to drop on you. But private match is great. Well, I'll definitely have to do some more of that. You have to fly outside view? Yeah, just to be able to see the course. Yeah, I'm sure. But I can't fly outside view. I do so poorly at outside view. I'm getting better in the streams to try to do some more. You know, because people get a better view. And look at this. This is epic. Hello, Harriet. Shuttleworth. Hope you're enjoying your evening. Or morning, or afternoon, or whatever it is. Stick with Hershey chocolate and Sapporo beer. I really am hoping they've got most of the bugs worked out of 10, because 10 is supposed to fix a lot of stuff. It's early morning there in England. Awesome. Oh, it's not early morning in England. It'd be like middle of the night there. It's like 5 hours ahead of me. It's just midnight. 1 o'clock. That much I know. Yeah, if you consider 1 o'clock in the morning, early morning, that's real early morning. Oh, I don't fear change as much as I fear updates. Because they either like work really well or they suck really bad. At least it's not as bad as Mojang updates. Mojang updates are like, all right, we sort of tested it, we got it out. Here you go. Oh shit, nothing works right. Well, we'll give you an update to the update. Oh wait, we'll do it again. Another update for an upgrade. Hey, Gammy, Mr. Gammy Wombat. Thanks for stopping by. You know, I don't know if I have. You're channeling my thing. Hold on. Give me a minute to check something. You see if Cloudbot's been drinking or not. Let me double check to make sure if I have you in there. Where's my commands? There we are. No, I do not. I can fix that quick enough. Give me just a moment here. We will get it all squared away. It'll do new. What do you want? Exclamation, whoops, exclamation point, Gammy, huh? Not with that. Alright, now let's see if this is going to work. Hope you're doing well. Gammy, I didn't see you do anything today. How did that simulator come out today? Construction one? Well, I think 15,000 feet's just going to clear these. I'll fly into the side of a mountain while I'm trying to get that to work. There we go. Yeah, my bot likes to drink. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. All my friends get to have their own channel here. Or all my other streamers I support, or whatever. You know what? I don't know if we're going to clear that. It doesn't look like it, does it? No, we're not going to. I'm going to go up another 2,000 feet. Or 15. Gotta check the barrel and climb some more. I'm going to take it to 19. I love this bird. I really do. For cruising aid distances, long trips like this, this is just such a well-behaved aircraft. Yeah, from flight sim to mountain tunneling trim, just like that. There's some monster mountains down through here. Where are we? Torquay Memorial. I have no idea. I don't speak Spanish, but it's some sort of park. I'm just going to butcher the name, so I'd rather not insult the people that actually live there. Not that they'd ever see this, but you know, respect. Well, one of these peaks is 2,446 meters. Oh, just over there. Like right there. I don't know about the one ahead of us. Buddha lean the peaks. Yes, we are in. No, where the hell are we? We left. Now I gotta zoom down. San Isidro de El General is just southwest. We are officially in. Well, Panama's next. What the hell? We're in Costa Rica. That's where we are. Aha. The one up ahead of us that we're going really close to is 3,549 meters. Oh, the mountain by 3 o'clock. That one. Damn, the stream just started and I am out of coffee already. Believe that? Oh, Gammy, make sure you go back and watch the very first part of this at some later date, because you can hear my tale of my little tale of outrunning the cops. I was terrified as a youngster when I did that. Right dead in front of us is 3,280. And Cerro Dunca? This one? That one right there. The worst part is I have the worst time doing these Hispanic names, and that's all we have from here until we get to Antarctica. Let's watch Gowan butchered place names. Yeah, it's in the first like 10 minutes. I promised Bryce this morning I would tell him the story on the stream. So it's on there for all the world to see. I boiled water for tea. I made a pot of coffee. Both were cold long before I remembered I made either one. Oh shit. Oh man. That's rough. That's real rough. I love flying in places like this because I always see spots where I'm going to come back to and fly bush flying. Reminds me, not this week, next week, bush flight. Got to do another bush flight. I think it's going to be back in New Zealand somewhere, on the other, some more of the mountains of New Zealand, just because that was so beautiful and so epic. I'm going to make one more trip back there. And I've got a bush flight in South America, or Mexico too, that I want to do. Got a couple of them. KTD is getting out of hand. Oh, I'll just do this one thing. 4 hours later, where's my tea? Oh. Oh, funky looking. Looks like a little thunderhead starting to build. How's the weather radar look? Yeah, it looks pretty clear. It is on, right? Yeah. On weather? Yep, we're on weather. I love this plane. It's just like so simple. Oh, speaking of that. Turn my landing lights off. Oh, you're watching on a mobile screen? Yeah, but it makes everything look better, doesn't it? You don't see all the flaws. Kind of like visual makeup. always forget how fast this thing goes. We must 304. A little bit of a crosswind, 7 knot, not bad. Even your bad art looks good when it's that tiny. Your bad art is like 1,000,000 times better than my best art. I have absolutely terrible artwork. Well, when you told me it was a mouse, it looked like a mouse, but at first glance, it looked like a frog. But you're also taking the word of somebody, like I said, we can't draw a stick figure with it, damn. So hopefully the update will be nice to us tomorrow. When I said frog, you saw it. Yeah, see, it's it. Hopefully, like I said, the update will be nice to us tomorrow. We'll be able to run that flight. Get that achievement locked away. Oh, I got my fingers crossed. I absolutely hoping it goes nice and smooth, downloads well. I know, that's in like a week, isn't it? When we get that? Another week? The 28th or whatever the hell it is? I know, I gotta fly that. You do know damn well that there's going to be a it's going to be in a stream at some point. That we're gonna take it somewhere. Up the coast somewhere. Can't wait to fire up those 6 engines in the giant wooden plane. It's funny how your taste change in this of what you like to fly, how it shifts and changes. The Spruce Goose is the one that Long Beach to San Francisco Bay. The Spruce Goose is the one that Howard Hughes made that was the world's largest aircraft at the time. And he wasn't. The FAA told him he couldn't fly it and he was taxi testing it. And he took off and flew it anyways. Because he knew that it was probably going to be shut down, the project. So he took off with it and flew it. It didn't fly very long, very far. Matter of fact, I don't even think he really got out of ground effect, but he did fly it. I think it was a monster. Oh look, the peak's right in the cloud. That's always nice. Oh, we are now in Panama. Yeah, Congress gave him shit too, but yet they turned around and used him for a top secret. I love how they shit on him and really made his life a mess, and then turned around and used him to bring up a submarine, a Russian submarine, from the bottom of the ocean. They literally used Howard Hughes being a crazy man and used his name and everything. Oh, yep, he's going to mine the bottom of the ocean. That's what he's doing out here, is mining the bottom of the ocean. It was actually, we were secretly raising a Russian nuclear sub. You know, it's like, here, we'll shit on you over here, but, oh, yeah, we'll just... Oh, but we could use him, so why not? Putting spruce in front of any bird name seems to denote a bird dumb as rocks, like a spruce crow, spruce chickadee. The reason it was a spruce goose is the plane was made mostly of spruce. It was a spruce and canvas plane that big. Madness, man. Pure madness. And it technically was the first Hercules, because that was the actual name of it. But the C-130 was basically named after it because it could do the same thing. So we're getting some weather, which is too bad. They have to shut the weather off when we get close to the Panama Canal. Wily spruce chicken is so stupid. Tree can't be lined up on a branch and pick them off one at a time with a 22. Why did Billy just fall down? I don't know. Bang. Next. Oh, we got a ways to go before the canal. Quite a ways. So hopefully we'll get out of this weather. What was that? Red October. Uh-oh. Looks like something didn't load in here properly, scenery-wise, or satellite pictures. Something didn't work right. Satellite missed a stripe. And that whole strip is old satellite. Yeah, I see it. What are we at? 19? We can go higher. Ran over. I hit a chipmunk yesterday morning. I felt so bad. Little bastard, I saw him run out, and I was hoping he'd go down the middle, but I hear boom, boom. Like, nope. Got him both tires. Well, he didn't feel anything. Didn't suffer. Oh, shit. You would think a deer would get the hell out of the road. I'm constantly having to stop my road because they'll just look at you and keep wandering across. Oh, hell, I got one that wouldn't get out of my driveway one day. Just kept going down the driveway. Not in a hurry. So is Shane flying tonight too? I didn't even look. Anybody know? He flew this night last week. That looks like a really cool flight sim showed up thing today that they had to go back and totally rebuild it. I don't remember the name of what it was called, but it looked like a cool little one. Oh man, that sucks. Woodpeckers. They're so pretty. I get them all the time here, and I even have the pileated that comes down for the feeder now. He's a monster. Jesus, that's a big bird. And I wish I had a camera with a long range lens, because like every Sunday for the last 3 weeks, go down to the diner for breakfast, and across the road, sitting on top of the tree, right along the edge of the river, is a great big bald eagle just sitting there every morning, every Sunday morning. If I try to take a picture of it, I just get this little brown blob on top of a stick. Here's the hell kind of a modern dinosaur is this? They're definitely big birds. We're already at 306. I can't see eking a hell of a lot more speed out of this. Unless we go up some higher. It looks like we might even run it. I don't know if we're going to run into that or go over it. Oh yeah, we got weather on the radar now. Well, that we're heading at them at about 306 miles an hour. We're ripping across the ground. Well, 305 knots across the ground right now. What's really funny is when it forgets to load in and all of a sudden, poof, it all loads in at once, and all of a sudden you have a totally different weather pattern. I have David Lee Roth's song Panama stuck in my head. Well, I guess his worst songs to have stuck in your head. So Gammy, hey Gammy, you still here? If you are, did your construction sim come out? That's what I was wondering about. Like a rendering glitch? You had a picture of it on your phone. I saw Clouds do that in real life. Funky. So I'm dog sitting tonight. Dog sitting for the entire next week. My parents love the dog. They took off for Ohio to visit my dad's brother. So I've got a little spoiled little dog here. It's the one in the shorts that was barking at the bird feeders. She's a character. She's better about staying here than she used to be. Used to be the first day she wouldn't eat, she wouldn't do anything. Because she was mad, but now this time she went out with the other dogs, went down the river. She's been all over the place. She's been eating. So she's getting better. And my daughter just got, what the hell is this thing called? She got invited by the Phi Theta Kappa for the Honor Society. She's been invited join them because of her grades in college. So that's cool. That's the extent of my life for the day. That's cool. You say you fly high enough, you'll find a nice day. Yes, I am. That's a pretty cool achievement to get that invite. So, yeah, very proud of her pulling that off. She's getting her. She originally started off as an LPN. She's getting her RN, and then she's going all the way up to her nurse practitioner. So. And that's the damnedest thing is she's going to school full time and working full time. At the same time, still pulls that off. So the good thing is I know she's not going to get in any damn trouble because she doesn't have time. And you don't have to worry about her doing drugs, drinking, because she's also does bodybuilding type things, so she's super healthy all the time. Yeah, well, it's funny. The nurse practitioner now can write scripts, and they do more than PAs do. Yeah, well, my daughter's a nurse, my sister's a nurse, my mother's a nurse. So, you know, those nurses, they're never done taking care of people either. My mother's still a parish nurse. 83 years old, parish nurse. Said they won't stop. She won't stop taking care of people until ever. She just won't. It stinks. I'm sure you miss her. We all miss our moms. And I'm lucky, knock on wood, mine are still going strong. My daughter has no bedside manner whatsoever. she has like zero empathy. Like none. When it comes to certain things. Like no. Her idea of bedside manners, they're there. You'll be okay. They're there. That's it. That's why she does great in like ER situations and situations where stuff's very precise or has to be done right away. ER, aftercare, OR, stuff like that, where it's real critical stuff. But yeah, no, she's very. She gets that from me. She was no filter whatsoever. She has gotten better. Now that her job depends on having a filter, a little bit of a filter. But she doesn't have a lot of empathy. But that's all right. I can't spell any night, so at least I know what you're saying. Because I can't spell ever. I'm definitely looking forward to doing some more Reno air racing. That was fun. But holy crap, as I say, I've done it like 2 races with the pits and that's it. That's all I've ever done. And doing it with that L39, I didn't realize the amount of rudder input I had to do to keep that thing nosing into the desert. You get up on a knife edge, you're right on that right rudder. If you put on too much, you slow down. If you don't put on enough, you drop into the desert. I like it. It's a challenge. It's a lot more challenging than I just didn't like the fact I was up against people that did it all day, every day, and I never had a chance of winning. And you couldn't choose just your friends to fly with, which sucks. I don't know. The pits is a bitch to see from normally, but if you're in VR, you can see so much with the pits because you just took your head to the side a little bit. I fly the pits a lot, not in the. Yeah, I know what the hell I'm trying to say. Yeah. I fly it a lot, but never in Reno, just a couple times. But I fly the pits a lot in VR, and I can't fly it at all without VR. That was really funny. I used to worry about my landings, how terrible my landings were, the pits, until watching the Reno air races this weekend. And realized when those guys with the pits land, half of them bounce more times than I do. One guy bounced like 8 friggin' times getting that little pit down. I don't feel so bad when a pro racing pilot goes bounce, 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 bounce. I'm seriously considering throwing my hat in the ring and reaching out to the Racing Association and seeing if one of the teams will let me come on and crew. I mean, racing's racing, right? put it out there and see if one of the teams will let me go out. I want to go to the Reno area since I haven't been since I lived out there, which was 20 some years ago. My daughter's 25, so yeah, 22, 23 years ago. But I think it'd be more fun to just be with the team, even if I don't give a shit. I won't charge them anything. I'll just for the sake of, look, you provide me the camping, I'll grab a tent and I'll stay there with you guys right on the tarmac. I don't care. But just for the ability to go out and be part of a race team that's in the air. You know, and I've got enough credentials with being on the racetrack that I'm trustworthy and whatnot that I throw that behind it. So I'm considering doing that. I'm considering reaching out sometime this winter to a couple of the teams to start firing off emails to all the teams. You know, I probably legally can't touch the motors and stuff because I'm not a certified whatever it is. But I can do tires. I can help put the wings on. You know, there's certain things I can add. I can absolutely do. I can help fuel. There's a lot of things that I can do. Clean windshields. I don't care what it is. Yeah, AP mechanic. You know, I'm not an AP certified mechanic, but there's a lot of stuff I can do. You know, and I'm sure their world is even smaller than ours. You know, because look, the racing world is a small world, but I'm sure the air racing world is even smaller. Because there's... But I thought about reaching out, seeing if anybody needed a free crew member and wanted to add time to show me the ropes. It'd be fun. I think it'd just be fun to go out and work on race planes once in your lifetime, you know? You know, how bad is this weather? We're coming up on where the canal is, aren't we? Oh, I know, isn't that nuts? I know somebody who had to get certified after they got out of the military too. Yeah. What's really funny is a friend of mine that I knew from Lake Placid growing up. He went in the military and learned to repair the Black Hawk helicopter. Black Hawk helicopter mechanic. When he got out of the service, he couldn't get a job in the civilian. He couldn't get a job as a civilian working on the things, but he ended up in like working in 5 or 6 different countries around the world because the NATO countries would pay to have him come in and train their people how to fix the freaking helicopters. But he couldn't work in the U.S. as a mechanic on regular helicopters. Yeah, I think I'm going to go under it here. We're coming up on, well, we got a ways to go, but we are coming up. We're on the leg that'll be going through the canal. Kind of want to be down low enough to see the canal. I got a dog that wants to go out. Give me a half a second. I'm just going to throw her. I'm just going to open the door and let them come and go for a bit.